Alright. Now, a couple of things that I have to do. Most notably is that I have them all muted right now. Now you can hear them. You can hear them go nuts. And this is the reason why we have to mute them every single time. Anyways, yes, there is a JP. So, I'll be controlling it this time. We won't have to deal with any of the weirdness that happened last time. And we can actually get straight to the match. That is definitely a hack JP. Alright, JP started Hotel, Shoichi at Uptown, Adriana at Chapel, another Adriana at Fire Station. This Adriana in particular is Jfwarriors. They're actually known for pretty much spamming Bone Crushers. Looks like Zia decided to start Hotel going for Fuma Shuriken. They could potentially switch to Dharma Chakrams. We have Blackie starting at Temple. That's a typical Mono Hoshizao start, unless they change. And it looks like Kaoran is going to contest Jfwarriors right away. And instant Peace Zone. Although Jfwarriors already got 3 batteries, they just need a leather, and they should be mostly smooth for the rest of this routing. Lil Tom's going for a quick umbrella. Not too much to say here yet. Elfii looking like going a very standard Lance of Poseidon setup. Although they're holding a long rod, they can actually make a pirate flag later in the game, which is actually very powerful on Shoichi. Hwanri going on Eshion. Looks like they started Hospital. Chi Pao and Fire Helmets are actually very common starts for Eshion. He typically wants to make Hero Helmet to kind of make up for how low his stats are. Yeah, and as expected, Zia went Fuma Shurikens. This is a very standard setup where you go Hotel, Uptown, into Well. We'll see if that's what they end up doing or if they have to flex off a little bit. Yeah, and it looks like Jfwarriors is opting to completely rush out their weapon first. There is like a minor thing that they could do where they could actually just right away make 2 sets of Bone Crushers, which they might actually want to consider doing, just so that they don't run out of Tomahawks. But we'll see what they do. Seems like they're not going to do that. Now, this JP player is known for rushing out a lot of these stealth items. So, as you can see, they've already got the magazine ready so that they can go for Optic Camo Bag. And they also have the diving suit, which they can go for Optic Camo Suit. So, I believe you have, like, somewhere along the lines of, like, 50 to 60% chance of not being found once you have the entire setup. So, it's going to be really interesting to see if he can make this happen. So this looks like what was a chapel start. What you used to do on the chapel start was you would use your first gold in order to make the Bishop's Cassock, or whatever they call it now. I forget what it's called now. They changed the name. But lately, people have been using the gold to make Dropnir just because of how powerful Dropnir is. So just a slight meta shift into how that routing works out. Jfwarriors has already finished all of their Bone Crushers by the looks of it. Oh! Zia died. Unfortunate. Looks like Zia didn't eat properly. Yes, supplies are available. Looks like AlmaBeoulve is just looking for a wire and a laser pointer. Might be a little bit difficult because of Bone Crushers in the lobby. Kaoran almost has their Hero Helmet almost done. Yeah, Blackie's Mono Hoshizao setup is doing actually really well. Sometimes you flex into sheaths just because the nature of the items that are given to you. They might actually end up making Sword of Shotgun. They've already holding the bracelet, so it looks like they're committing to that. Event Horizon going for high explosive grenades. It's their favorite weapon. The only problem is that they're having stamina issues. They decided to take red cell and counterattack, so none of their innate setup actually helps them with stamina, so this might actually slow them down a little bit. Looks like Elfii wasn't able to get their second knife, but instead opted to finish their armor, which is totally fine. It's like Event Horizon and Elfii are fighting. Now Elfii changed areas. Already got the scrap metal, so he can pretty much just do whatever he wants. And it looks like Hwanri is trying to finish their racing helmet. They did actually make a pirate flag. I didn't actually see them pick up the items necessary for that, but typically you end up flexing your accessory anyway. So they probably just got something that made this very convenient for them. Something to keep in mind is that they did not decide to go for Death Adder. They went instead for Black Mamba, so they're going to be a life-stealing Eshion and not a damage Eshion. This is the first game, Happy Shrimp. The heart has 3 soy sauces, so if they're actually able to maintain bear and gorilla control, they're going to be very strong. However, most of this lobby is known for double controlling bear or gorilla, so I don't actually think that anybody's going to have free bear or gorilla within this lobby. So in 20 seconds, bear and gorilla will spawn. We'll see how people path for it. It looks like Jfwarriors is most situated in order to figure out where bear is immediately. Okay, I guess they stopped carrying. Whereas Alma is actually going to have the notification first about where bear is. Did you find bear? Okay. And it looks like these two are going to start fighting over bear. Decided that fight's not worth it. And it looks like Blackie is just going to get a free bear. Lil Tom decided to go for Spy Umbrella. This item got nerfed to the ground recently, so a little bit of a surprise. We'll see how that works out for him. Event Horizon actually has most of their builds set up. The only issue is trying to figure out how to get the double gold. So we'll see if that's something they're going to be able to pull off, but I mean, they've already used 1 gold on a Clergy Classic, so it might be a little... Oh, they got a Mithril. Do you not want to make Mithril helmet? Friend? Friends! Oh, that's what you want to make? Okay, you know what? That's fair. Elfii is looking to try to get his last sharp kitchen knife, but just keeps running into everyone. Mildly unfortunate, but I think Elfie's... Oh, Elfii may not be fine. Elfii may be dead. So what he's doing is he's using Scout right now, and he's actually checking the map constantly to see if anybody's near him. And it looks like he knows that the person left alley, so they're able to just go and try to finish up their sharp kitchen knife. I don't actually know if they have enough experience for a level up here. I don't believe the UI shows that. I mean, they could always get like a cooking pot and they would be fine. And it looks like Hwanri's almost got their hero helmet done. So their build is almost complete. All they need is a hammer at this point. Looks like Jfwarriors found Elfii. Elfii died with a Mithril and double Mudfish. Looks like Jfwarriors decided to take the Mithril, which is a fine option. I'm surprised that they're not immediately crafting, but it looks like they want to remain flexible on whether or not they want to go for Mithril Boots or Mithril Helmet, which is totally fair. And it looks like they got the corpse again, so the double Mudfish is now gone. So now Elfii's corpse is useless to most people. Event Horizon almost has their accessory. They're going to be able to get a Moonlight Pendant. Well, not Moonlight Pendant. Moonstone. For those who don't know, Moonstone gives +3 skill damage. Lil Tom has a bunch of big heals, but no small heals. This is actually a little bit risky in the early game, because usually, in order to stay alive, you end up having to eat these a little bit earlier than you'd like to. So, we'll see how Lil Tom handles it. They have most of their build set up, so they should be safe to use their 120 heals for full value. Blackie almost has full build, just doesn't have an answer for their helmet as of yet. And Cowron was not able to use a single soy sauce. I did actually suggest that this is something that might happen. So we'll see how they transition. They have no plan for boots and no plan for accessory at the moment. We'll see what happens. So they've already gotten 2 of their stealth options. If they get something for their boots, they'll actually be extremely safe for going for hack win. They're currently on a laptop. So they've already finished that. So they need... I believe they need a cell phone at this point in order to make the network PC. So they're almost done. They have another 4 minutes in order to try to get all of that done. We'll see how that works out for them. Jfwarriors with no food, pretty much, deciding to stay at beach for one reason. Let's see, there's only one whetstone area, so probably what happened is they just know that they can't get the whetstone area. Jfwarriors could just randomly die here. So eyes on Jfwarriors to see if they can stay alive for the next minute. Cowron had died over at Chapel. Either the soy sauce or the Sari got taken. Maybe we can see who killed them. Looks like that's a no. There's the 3 soy sauce. So it looks like Event Horizon was able to kill him. Hwanri with a full inventory of food. It's a very good position to be in, and they got drop near. So we'll see how efficiently they're able to use their drop near. If they get offered a bunch of Tree of Lives, then Hwanri can just randomly just win the game. And Jfwarriors is still alive, and it looks like they were to claim the only... Excuse me. The only whetstone area, although next restriction won't be as difficult for them. Looks like Hwanri is fighting AlmaBeoulve. AlmaBeoulve is not actually dealing that much damage as of right now. They are full build though, with the exception of their weapon, but that's not really a big deal. They technically defected, but now they just go for a laser pointer and they're fine. And it looks like they're looking to double up on their next item that they craft soon. It might end up just being a bird egg, but if they're greedy, they might be able to go to hospital and try to get squirrel dongi, or maybe go to docks, get themselves a tuna. We'll see what they do. Blackie is doing pursuit things for AlmaBeoulve. Looks like AlmaBeoulve changed areas twice, so Blackie was not able to pursue that. So there's the Tree of Life. All they need at this point is wires. Can they even get wires? They cannot. So it's going to be day in the next restriction, I believe, which means that they're pretty much just screwed. So JP falling victim to the same thing that happened on the Southeast Asian tournament, where they're just not able to finish their PC on time. Unfortunate. Also, it was unfortunate for them to have to play in a match where they were up against a Bone Crushers, because there's not a lot of wires and batteries to go around. Jfwarriors seems to have stabilized. The only thing that they're missing is a helmet, so they're going to be taking a little bit extra damage than normal. That being said, A, B plus A. Lil Tom's almost dead. Hwanri is currently leading a mastery. You kind of have to do that on Eshion if you want to be able to outscale people. You have to take advantage of the fact that you get a free weapon, and you use that time in order to get ahead on mastery. Lil Tom sitting on an arcane stone, and a bunch of... Oh, you just ate the oriental grass. You're gonna cry if you see a flower, I'm just saying. Yeah, and JP's just screwed. At that point, they should have just went battle JP, but whatever. This is just not a lobby that you would want to go hack JP into. Oh, they got double Scroll of Dongi. And they even got Lyrilusc Fuma Shurikens, so they're not at risk at all of ever running out of weapons. Hwanri grabbing the vital sign sensor. They're going to be able to tell if anybody is sneaking up on them when they choose to rest somewhere. So this gives them a lot of safety when they're going for rest, especially when they don't have stamina. So Hwanri shouldn't have any stamina issues, especially because he's going to be able to rest for free. Lil Tom, still almost dead. Friend, you're not going to be able to finish the engineered arcade motor. You should go for the arcane stone weapon or armor or something. Something! Yeah, I'm just not able to find a wire. Good luck, friends. You know what? I don't even... Yeah, they got both wire areas covered. JP can't do anything. JP cannot win. Oh, Event Horizon got another mithril. They were able to finish their helmet. Nice. And Event Horizon took another wire away from the JP. I am so sorry, friends. Now let's see if JP is able to get to the wire in the last 50 seconds. The moment that they get the wire, they have to start hacking. Oh, they got it! They got it! You gotta do it now, friends! Looks like they're looking for a safe place to start hacking. They have to have, I believe you have to have like 30 stamina in order to open up the restricted areas. Oh, then they got hit. I am so sorry, friends. You're probably just dead. I don't think they know that they have to start hacking, like, now. Okay, there it is. They started it. Network PC has been started over at Chapel. We'll see if anybody finds them. They have, like, no food, right? Yeah, they have no food. So they have to just be left completely alone. So we'll see what happens. Event Horizon deciding to burn Uptown. Not sure why. And Lil Tom's down. I really wish it would tell you who killed who, but it looks like Hwanri killed Event Horizon, taking the bird meats. It looks like that they're trying to set up so that they can make double Crimson Flowers. They'll be very strong if they're able to do that. That being said, they don't actually have that much food, so we'll see what happens. Slums is going to open up next restriction, which will make being able to stack Crimson Flowers way easier for Hwanri. Blackie is almost out of food. Well, I say almost. They only have a turtle shell, which... Yep. And you got found. I am so sorry, friend. You're kind of just dead. It's cheating for them to watch my live stream while they're in game. Just saying. The spectator system doesn't show me how close he was. Yeah, JP's just dead. Not much to say here. Okay, it's second day. Which is annoying because the spectator mode is showing it as night, but it's very much second day. I was very confused for a second there. This injury is going to be disastrous for the 11. So yeah, they're in a situation where since there's 6 people alive and only 7 areas, it's actually not smart for them to change areas. But it looks like Haku doesn't care. Haku is saying, I am claiming this area right now. Hwanri actually got themselves a lot of food. So we'll see how they're able to transition. Looks like 11 died, so did Blackie. Who did Blackie die to? Blackie died to Jfwarriors. And Jfwarriors was able to find a better arm piece. So the winner is either going to be Jfwarriors or Hwanri. It really depends on how the final area plays out, as well as how much fighting happens. And looks like JP is just dead. I am so sorry, friend. Who are you gonna die to? Pick somebody. Oh, there you go. Die to Jfwarriors. Looks like Jfwarriors decided to switch areas. Oh, that's interesting. This could actually lose them the game by switching areas like this. They don't actually have as much food as it looks. Most people do not. The person with the most food right now is Hwanri. This powder of life. So sad. Looks like Hwanri is trying to get rid of their Oriental concoctions because it's going to go into final area very soon. Alright, here comes the final area shenanigans. Looks like all of the players decided that they're going to be... Oh, they're just all hitting Event Horizon right now. And Event Horizon's down. This is actually pretty close. Here comes the first full heal. And Hwanri already used his first full heal. There's the next full heal. Very close. Depending on crits and whatnot. And Jfwarriors is down. Outvalued. Drop near. Winning the game. In classic drop near fashion. Very well played by Hwanri. Anyways, I gotta send this over. So give me a second, guys.